Hello guys, we're back and we're in GT7. So I'm in this game and I believe this is the first ever video I've done on GT7, I think. Is it? Yes it is. And basically what I've come on here for is this van here, this Toyota Alphard. I was driving this today and I thought, you know what, this is a brilliant car, and I thought I could do maybe, I don't know how you'd call it, a tune setup, or maybe a tutorial. I mean, I don't like to think of them as tutorials because they're like, you know, a Minecraft tutorial and building a McDonald's. It's not hard to do, is it? You just put the blocks down and there you go. With this is obviously a lot more advanced than Minecraft, and that, you know, it is more personalised for the experience. But I thought I could do a tune setup for this Toyota Alphard for you guys to follow on and do yourself if you are, you know, wanting to do it. And I would highly recommend you do buy this car. As you can see, it looks quite cool actually with the livery I've done. This isn't a thing you need, this livery, by the way. It's just something I've done. And I found that this vehicle was quite useful in some of the what do you call them? Japanese four-wheel drive challenges. You can also, as you can see here, it's only at 704.54. You can detune this by 4.5 points almost for the Le Mans Cash Cow event, maybe, or a WTC 700 event. So it is very useful. So if you want to follow along, you can do. You do need a Toyota Alphard. You can buy it from the brand Essential for like 60 grand, maybe 80 grand, something like that. And you do need, one thing that you do need for this is actually, if we go into the car maintenance and service, you do need the engine swap. It doesn't show it here, but I do have the Lexus LFA V10 engine swap in here. You do need that. Visual stuff, if you want to match the same one I have, you need the front type B, the side type B, the rear type B, and the wing type A. There we are, that's all you need. Bonnet pin, I haven't got any. Light bulb, just, you know, these don't really matter, but they're things if you want to go for the look and the points you need, so you will need that. Tuning shop, we're going to go into the tuning shop first before we go into the garage. Sorry, I lost my words there. From the sports section, you will need your weight reduction stage 1, and I believe that's it for this section. The comfort tyres I've already had on there. I believe it came stock with comforts, but the weight reduction is what we need. Club sports, you do need the high lift camshaft. You need either the two-way LSD, the one-way, or the fully customizable. I think it's the fully customizable you need. You need weight reduction stage 2 as well, and this isn't an essential purchase, but if you are going to be taking this on the Japanese four-wheel drive challenge and you go to, I believe it's, I think it's the track in Spain that's the rallycross track, I forgot the name of it, you will need these. And if you are going to take this rallying, I've not tried it before, but you will need them. Semi-racing, sorry, you need the racing crankshaft, the fully customizable computer, the fully customizable diff. You do not need this semi-clutch, I believe. I've already got the fully one. And you need the stage 3 weight reduction. The racing section, you need the stroke up, the engine balance tuning, the polished ports, the racing air filter, the racing silencer, the racing brake kit, the racing brake pads, the racing exhaust manifold, the balance controller, the fully customizable suspension, racing clutch flywheel, the torque vectoring center differential. This is very important. You will need this if you do want to use the build properly. The fully customizable racing transmission, and soft tyres, hard or medium tyres. I've got softs on here for now. but I am going to purchase some tyres. As you can see, our point level goes down a bit. However, if I put the softs on, it will go back up again. From the extreme section, you don't need anything. The hydraulic handbrake isn't an essential. The ultimate section, you need the titanium connecting rods and pistons. The high lift camshaft S. You don't need the normal camshaft, I believe, when you put this on. I could be wrong on that. And you also need the carbon prop shaft. So it is quite an expensive build, but you're making a van go 180 miles an hour, so it's very good. As you can see here, the livery as well, I should also mention, is a reference to the Renault Traffic Black Edition. Obviously, you could probably tell that, and it looks pretty cool as well. If you do want me to make this livery something for you guys to download, I will make sure to get around to doing that. Anyway, on to the tune setup now. Here's where the actual tuning becomes involved. A lot of the stuff isn't that customized, because for me personally, it really doesn't affect the driving. I'm happy with that. Again, racing, you will need your racing tyres, whether it be hards or softs. If you are going to be taking this into a 700 point event, you won't be able to use racing tyres because, well, sorry, racing softs, because it makes the point level go up. That's not right. I don't know why that's like that. You need the what's it called? The body height adjustment to be 120 on the front and 125 on the rear. The anti-roll, you need 4 on both. Damping ratio, 25 on the front, 25 on the rear. The expansion, you need 45 on the front and rear. Natural frequency, 150 on the front, 165 on the rear. Now, for the negative camera angle, I have got 3 degrees on there, and then the toe angle, you do not need any on the front, but I have got 0.20 on the back. The differential is normal, that's not right, but it's stock anyway, you really don't need to worry about this. So it's 10 on the front and rear, acceleration sensitivity 20 on the front, 30 on the rear, braking sensitivity 10 on the front, 20 on the rear, and the torque vectoring differential, you need 50-50. The car is simply too rear end lovable. If you do put it on anything lower, I had it on 40 to 60 once, because it's stock. 4-wheel drive cars stock are on 40 to 50. If you do have the torque vectoring center diff. If you don't have that, I don't believe it allows you to change it, but even when you don't have it, they are the stock. You can probably tell a lot of these are stock options, by the way. I will also say that. The other thing you need now is, for aerodynamics, you need 200 on the front, 100 on the rear. Again, the only reason I've done this is to keep that front end as grippy as possible, because it just can't keep on. And the back actually is, why is the back on 100? I believe that is on 175. Actually, it should be. I believe I've done some tinkering with this before I started the video. I shouldn't have done that. Anyway, you want 175 on the rear, 200 on the front. The ECU, it's on 100. You don't necessarily need to change that. However, it's about, if you want to modify this for lower point events, it's useful to have. Ballast, we don't have any on, but again, if you do want that to lower the points, you can do. The fully customizable racing turbocharger, for God's sake, not a turbo diff. No, sorry, transmission, I'm getting my words mixed up, is 290 as the top speed. I mean, obviously this isn't the actual top speed, it's the theoretical, but anyway, I'll gloss over that. Turbocharger, we don't have a turbocharger fitted, because the LFA engine can't have a turbocharger. That's why you might find a lot of the options on here when you do fit that engine swap do differ between the normal V6 in the normal Alphard. However, you don't need any of these. You do need racing. Obviously, we've got our racing air filters here, and you know what, actually, I believe that's it for things you need to change. But as you can see, these are all the things we have purchased for the bodywork and engine tuning. Again, we've fitted everything we can apart from the high compression pistons. If you want to add them, you can do. Again, brakes, I will also mention as well. Where are the brakes? Have I lost the brakes? Brake discs, you can go for slotted, drilled or carbon. I forgot to mention that because believe it or not, it might be unbelievable, but I did have one time see someone on a video talking about how the carbon ceramics are different to this drilled and slotted. That's not true. I need to get that across. The carbon though does aesthetically differ between these two. So that's that. And then the handbrake torque, if hydraulic handbrake, you don't need that, or you want it, you can do that. So that's the build. Should we test it on track? Sure, we'll test it on track. One thing I do want to mention as well whilst we are here is that when you are building this car, keep in mind that obviously, I know it probably won't happen for a while, but one thing that has massively affected the gameplay is the update we had, not this most recent update with the high ace and stuff in it, but the race that we did, sorry, not the race, yeah, this race here. I did this with this car last update before this one, and it was totally different to how it is now. What I'm trying to get around to saying is, I can't talk today, so what I'm getting around to saying is that the physics updates do change things slightly. So if you are going to be building this, just be wary that in maybe about half a year, it could be different. Something I do also want to mention as well is that, hold on a minute, I've got auto brake on. Why have I got that on? Yeah, something I do want to mention as well with this car, what you will find is that when you are braking, obviously it's a lot of dip forwardness. However, it's very good, it's very grippy. The biggest thing with this car for me is the fact that when you're in the chase camera, you can't actually see what's in front because it's too high up. So we're just going to do a quick lap round here just to show you the car. I'm bashing into people because they just want to get out my way. Because again, I'm just trying to show you the speed and performance of this car. I should have set a race up before, that's my bad. However, we're doing it now, janky and all, because that's how we do it. We like to do things rough here, not smooth. Again, we're crashing into Vaylons and stuff, it's fun. Something I do want to mention as well, I'm not on the wheel. I do not have the wheel with me currently. The wheel is somewhere else. Well, it's at another house. So that's why you're probably looking, thinking, oh, he's driving terribly. And I am driving terribly currently. I'm not used to this car. I'm a good driver, but I'm a good driver in something other than a van. The biggest downside with this vehicle is the pure just top endness. You know, it's quite a tall vehicle. You know, compare this to a Renault Traffic. The Traffic's going to be better regardless because it's wider. This thing's quite thin and tall, which is why if I believe a Traffic was to be added in the game, it would be much better than this. Anyway, as you can see, this isn't the fastest thing in the world. However, one thing it is very, very good at accelerating. As you can see here, we're just driving now, going quite rapidly. Well, quite rapid and rapidly increasing the speed. The livery, I really can't get over how good this livery is. I've spun out because I've changed my camera. The one problem with me in this game is that when I'm not on the wheel, I'm on the controller. And when I'm on the controller, I don't drive as well as I do on the wheel, especially in a top-end van. However, I'm determined that we're going to win and we're not going to lose to the Bugatti Chiron that's in front of us here. I'm barging him out the way because this is the channel where we take things ridiculously. Like my swing reviews, which are crazily increasing in views despite me not even uploading anymore. I probably should upload more, it's just that I've not had the time to go to another swing. Because, well, there's something called school, and school gets in the way of a lot of things. But Anyway, that's not really, you know, what this video is about. It's about the Alphard. We're nearly done with this quick 2-lap race. Next time we're doing the tune setup, I will make sure that I've already got a race ready to do, rather than having to join one unofficially. It's just about showing you how to do this, and how to use the car properly. One thing you will need to know is that the car will perform quite slidily if you put the accelerator on before you exit a corner. Take this like you would with the Hurricane GT3. It's, you know, a car that you need to learn how to drive before you wing it. Now, because I'd not actually driven much of this car, I wasn't that prepared, you know. But anyway, that's the Toyota Alphard build. I hope you enjoyed this GT7 video. Like and subscribe, please. It would do quite well. It would be quite nice to see some more subscribers. We're on, I think we're near 60 now. I'm not actually sure. I've not checked. I'm useless at this, aren't I? So this is the Alphard build. I hope you enjoy it. Obviously, the build is very, very quite wild. It's not very original. I mean, you know, a normal Alphard probably, I think, weighs about 2.6. You're dropping the weight to 1.5. You know, realistically, you wouldn't have the stock seats. You know, it's a very unrealistic build, but it's a build that's going to help you win a lot of races when you use it on the right track. I did, and I forgot to save the replay. I did take this round Le Mans, and I got quite a lot of races with it. Quite a lot of races. So I did Le Mans multiple times, and I won quite a lot of races. I can't speak today. Anyway, thank you for watching this Toyota Alphard video. Hope you enjoyed this. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want some more GT7 videos. Any sort of tune setups you'd like to see. Because I know someone's probably going to ask, oh, can you do a Ford Fiesta one? Please, please, I want to do a Ford Fiesta one. Unfortunately, we don't have a Fiesta in the game. What I can do is a Focus setup, and I've got quite a good Focus RS setup if you would like to see that. Anyway, thanks for watching, people. See you in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good rest of the day. See you in a bit.